YouTube, how we doing? I'm back. I was gone for about a week. I was actually on vacation in Hawaii, which was a lot of fun. I went with a few friends. It was just a good, mental break. It was very fun. Went on hikes, got on the beach. Weather was fantastic. Weather was about 78, right? So perfect. It's about 35 and raining where I'm at now. So, but I didn't look at the charts not one time. Didn't look at any news, anything, any setups, nothing. So we're back. I want to show you guys three setups that I have for this week. It is the 25th, so it's Tuesday of November, and I have three or four setups that I want to show you guys. So yeah, let's get right into it. So this might look a little crazy, but let me explain what's going on here. So we're on UJ 30-minute. We were bullish, right? We're coming up here making our higher highs, higher lows, but then our higher lows kind of got taken out, right? Strongly as well, not just wicks, but aggressively. That's what these lines are showing you, that the lows are being taken out, signifying that we're going bearish. I also gave this orange box as an example to show what a middle zone is. I understand that this zone is not valid because it was touched here. There's no liquidity, but I just wanted to show you guys when I say top zones and bottom zones. So this top zone up here, this is the top zone. So when doing the strategy, you want to aim for the top zones or the bottom zones. The middle zones are kind of the top and bottom zones work the best. So that's why this is marked out. It's not a valid zone, clearly, but you can kind of see how this is top zone, this is middle zone, and this would be bottom zone. And yeah, so I kind of just want to mark that up. Let me get rid of that. So for this setup, we're kind of in the middle. I mean, well, no, not really. We're in a bottom zone. There's no other supplies that are valid, right? If we were to mark out this right here, this zone is no good, right? Candle close inside, so this zone is no good. So this is our bottom zone right here. So we have our alert set, and yeah, so we're just going to be patient with this one, and see if zone comes back to our, or see if price comes back to our zone again. With this strategy, you don't want to see this. You don't want to see price starting to make higher highs and higher lows. You want to see price come back to your zone pretty aggressively. I'll say something like this. So let me actually make this one red. This is incorrect. Green is correct. Red is incorrect. So we'll see. I'll update you guys throughout the week on how this setup looks. Next setup, we're going with GJ. Again, or no, yes, GJ. Again with 30-minute time frame. Yeah, so this is the setup. We have our 30-minute demand on here. Let me mark that out. It is a bottom zone, right? There's no zones below it. There's nothing going on down here. And we have our liquidity marked out here. We actually have it here, which is a little iffy because it's really close to the zone. But liquidity marked out there. We have the top of our liquidity. Either you could mark this line that I already marked, or you can mark this one, whichever one. Usually the highest to the left needs to be taken out, which it was. So this setup's a little iffy only because price kind of came down multiple times and it's kind of consolidating in front of our zone. But with all that being said, we're still looking at it. If price can come down aggressively, even something like this, we'll take it. We don't want to see price do all this nonsense, and we want price to come down to our zone strongly. So that's another setup that I'm watching. I have my alert set. I'll be keeping you guys updated on that throughout the week. Today's Tuesday, by the way, if I didn't mention that. But that's the second setup. Third setup, EU. Yeah, we took out our previous highs marked out here. We have our liquidity, which I'll mark out here. Liquidity high marked out here, right? Same stuff. Again, we want price to come down aggressively, even something like this. I'll make this green to signify that that's what we want. What we don't want to see, again, is price doing something like this, right? Where it makes lower lows and lower highs, signifying that it could be going bearish. We don't want that. So I'll mark this as red. Yeah, so I have my alert set. There's no zone below it, so it's a bottom zone, which is good. Oh, actually, excuse me, there's a zone below it, but it's pretty ugly. It's an accuracy zone, and price is all the way up here. Just a quick thing that I'll tell you guys when marking out, well, when figuring out bottom zones and top zones, you see how this zone is making this push up. It's making this push. So this zone has nothing to do with this push. So this zone has nothing to do with this push, if that makes sense. I think it does. Right? I think I explained that all right. This push up is from this zone. This push up is from this zone. So since they're pushing up from two different zones, like there's two different pushes, it doesn't signify as a bottom zone. That sounded a little, I'm not the best explainer, so that didn't sound very good, but this zone is, I mean, it still could be valid, but it has nothing to do with this zone. So the zone that I marked out with the alert is the bottom zone. Yeah, so that's our third setup. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm looking at this. I actually did take it on my 5K. I could have took a flip. No, I couldn't have. There was no top zone, but I risked half, and I went for a 2-to-1. So this is what we're looking at on our 5K. It did have liquidity, right? We have a liquidity here. Took it out, everything like that. So it's not a bad setup. It's not an A+ setup. So I didn't take it on my 50K. I'd rank it a B+. Only because of what price did. Kind of made this weird thing here. We didn't. It's not a A+ setup, but it is trend. It is following trend. And yeah, so I have that going on as well, and I have those 3 setups like I explained for the week. That's about it. It's going to be a longer video, but hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you guys enjoyed the setups. Understand why I'm looking at the setups and everything like that. Hope you guys enjoyed, and today's Tuesday, Thanksgiving's Thursday, maybe Friday. I'll put out another video showing if I took any of these setups or how the AJ one went. But yeah, thank you again for tuning in. Appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.